Hoot hoot everybody! Hoot hoot! I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2 Equinox, and welcome back to my art challenge. Hi Plumies! How is the music? Probably need to lower it a little bit. Hello, hello, hello Milana, hello Miri, hello Joy, hello Mariah, hello Nai, hello Zen, hello Noel. Hello, Prophet. You said you were. You just told me. Tiresias, hello. Hi, Lapis. How's everyone doing? I'm doing quite well. I'm cozy. I just had a nice cardamom milk tea. Got my water. I'm ready to lock in. But before I lock in, I have a little announcement. It's small, don't worry, it's not that big. But for those that were on my channel, for those that were around my channel a year back, we did a little something around holiday times, around this time of year. You guys remember what it was? Well, I'm gonna tell you. We did a certain little thing. I'm going to bring up the picture. We did a certain little thing called the Holiday Review. And it's coming back. Yeah. Tree watching. We went tree watching. Not just necessarily trees, any holiday decorations and stuff that you want to share. So I'm gonna make a full-on post after the stream and everything like that. Just want to let you guys know first, since you're here on my stream. Thank you so much for that. Hello Logan, hello Void, hello Citri. Yeah, so the holiday tree view returns this year as well. The hashtag is OwlTreeView2025. Hello Harriet. And same rules, but we have some different ways of uploading it now. You can post it on my channel as well. I will be sure to write the instructions on my in my how do you say that, in my YouTube community as well, so you guys know. I'll explain. And basically, it's not really an art challenge, but it kind of falls into a similar kind of upload your picture, so to say. So the holiday tree view is essentially me asking you guys to post a photo, picture, whichever, of your holiday decorations. Commonly at least around these parts, commonly a, Christmas tree. But you are welcome to submit any kind of holiday decorations if you don't celebrate Christmas, or if you, whatever you celebrate, however you decorate. We had some pictures of like standees and stuff like that, with some Christmas lights and decorations. So that was really fun to see. So we're bringing it back. I'm gonna make community posts about this, and you're all welcome to submit it as well. Now this year we're gonna have the option to submit it on my YouTube community, so you can just post it directly to YouTube if you want. Otherwise, I'll be checking TikTok. I don't know if the message is gonna go out on TikTok. I'm gonna try to post like a picture post or something if people want to join. But otherwise, it's gonna be Twitter. It's gonna be like Blue Sky, and it's gonna be the new Discord, the new Plumie Discord that's gonna open up soon for everybody. You can post it there too if you kind of rather not put it out very public. So, but currently you can also submit it from the Globie fan Discord via the mods. You can ask Miri or Natsu to send it to me directly. But we will be opening the Plumie Discord soon, so everyone can have a chance of posting their pictures there. Sound good? It's gonna be very straightforward, and I would love for you to participate, just to have a look at what all your Christmas decorations or holiday decorations may look like. In order to keep it a bit, neutral, we might just call it like Vilsmus or Hootsmus. So it's not necessarily specifically Christmas, right? But either way, look forward to that. I'll make a community post after. And yeah, aside from that, aside from the tree view, we of course have the current art challenge, which I'm going to go back to working on today on my own entry. The current art challenge is the Globie Pause Challenge 2. And you can find information in the video description, how you can join and what you're supposed to do. But short story, the short version is that you use a video to pause and generate a character by pausing alongside the video. It'll randomize a character for you. Then you draw that character and you post it to the same places like I just said, my YouTube community. You can post it on the Discord once you have access. And yeah, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky. I'll be checking the spots. And yeah, let me show you how mine is coming along, and we can see how we do the finishing touches, because I'm not gonna have a lot of more time to work on this. So I'm gonna just dive right into it, yeah? And Mars, thank you so much. 2 months, thank you so much. This year flew by really fast. I wish you good luck on your art challenge. Thank you very much, Mars. I really appreciate it. When does it end again? The pause challenge gets featured. Let me see so I don't say it right. Was it the no, that's let me have a look see. It's towards the end of the month, 27th. I want to say 27th. It's thank you. It is the 27th. I have a lot of dates in my head right now. But yeah, December 27th, be sure to get your entry posted wherever it is on the 26th, day before, because if you post it last minute on the day, there's a chance that it might get overlooked. Not deliberately, but because I like to prep a little bit before the stream, I might just miss it even if I do a last check, you know? So please post it everywhere. I've gone in and confirmed everybody. All the posts I saw before that needed to be confirmed for the YouTube community should be posted now. But yeah, look forward to it. If you prefer using Discord, we're gonna have some updates for you coming up soon. So yeah, look forward to that. Once again, thanks everybody for being here, and let's dive right into the artwork, shall we? Here we go. Here's Juniper Stormfrost. When I did the pause challenge, I got a bear. I got a bear as an animal. I got these eyes, kind of sharp eyes with sunglasses. I got the purple eye color. And we got this pilot outfit with a leather jacket. The Bonnie's like fluffy hair with a high ponytail and silver hair color. Harriet, all the it's the same end date for everything. Like even the Discord, I might miss a post that it enters a bit last minute, you know. So I prepare ahead of time. So like I've been trying to, and I've been scouting, and I've had multiple times in the past that like I've missed an entry or so, and it just kind of lengthens, like takes a little bit time to find them and feature them and stuff. So I just kind of try to encourage everyone to get it in, to get their entries in at least a day, like at the very latest a day before. Basically, that's how it goes. So I need to lock in. I'm gonna still be chatting, of course. It's never just really fully lock in, but I'm gonna lock in order to get this done. So let's start with the usual one, shall we? Yeah. This song always puts me in the mood for art now, so ever since I started using it on stream. Is the volume okay? Nice, thank you. Are you planning on finishing it? I'm gonna try. So I don't think it's very far from being finished. At least it's not very far from having a being presentable, you know? It's almost finished. So we're gonna try. I have to merge a couple of layers though. I have a lot of stuff going on. Man, this looks a little loud. Yeah, this is the noisier part. Love this song. Yeah, it's good. And my voice is timed to it, so I'm not singing off key, off tune. Or off key, I mean, on bass. Okay. I think that should be good. Alright, gotta merge a lot of layers with this one. We gotta merge a bunch of layers because I've just made new ones all the time. Hello, hello. Drum pace, good. Thank you. Tone we can discuss. The tune is that's a different different discussion. I just really like to hum a bit. Making a Plumie-chan claw machine. Technically, I have a hand cam here because you see my hand drawing. Alright, I'm just gonna merge everything on Juniper. These are just for the glasses, huh? I don't know what certain layers are just straight up empty. I don't know what they do. Yeah, she's got one in her pocket because she wanted one and the machine just stole her money, so she kind of got fed up and broke the machine. Yeah, this this whole thing is just gone places. Da, 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 da. Just empty? Yeah, it's empty. Okay, got it. There's so many. I don't get it. There's so many empty layers. I am really like, you know, usually I'm just like, you know, gosh, like I don't like layers because I always lose track of them. But now I'm just getting wrecked by constant empty layers. I guess that's what I get for just... There we go. Let's go with the flow. Yeah, I'm gonna work with this. Hello, Tony. Welcome. That's the plan, really. I'm just gonna go with the flow, but I'm trying to make sure all the parts are where they need to be. Because... Okay, these are all the Plumie-chans. Can probably just merge everything here. There you go. Merge it with this. This is the claw machine. This is the staff in the background. Glass panel. Alright, this is good enough. Alright, so my idea is that in order to kind of make the style work all across the board, was to kind of give Juniper here a bit of a thicker outline. Kind of make it a little bit more stylized. Because then I don't need to match the rendering that you see everywhere else, you know? Gives it a bit of a cel-shaded look. So I'm gonna start by trying to do just that. Just gonna have like a thicker outline on her. And then same deal, kind of have a thicker outline on the cabinet. It's kind of tricky because her hair is supposed to be kind of pressed up against the cabinet. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna work out, but I'm gonna try it still. Because I think it really gives, like, shows her shape, shows her, like, makes her stick out a little bit from the background. Because when you do, when you kind of do these, when you do these elaborate backgrounds, you kind of have to find a good balance for everything to work out. To convince, you know, viewers that everything is happening as it is. And then everything kind of needs to be on a similar rendering. Everything needs to look like it belongs. So there's this, in this way, kind of makes her look like a cutout, like a something that, you know, it belongs there, but it's kind of more stylized. It kind of gives an kind of like, almost like a 3D effect, like a 3D model effect when you get outlines. You kind of see that in some games when the models have a lot of texture, but they still have this kind of thicker outline, you know. Hello, Faith. Welcome, welcome. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Leia, hello. Hoot hoot, owl attack, owl attack. How can you owl attack me? I am an owl. How does that work? Owl attack? Well, owl defend. Owl on owl violence. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, excuse me then. Really? What? Who forces you guys to do that, huh? Leia, what do you have to say for yourself? Are you forcing the owls to attack other owls? Huh? More owl greetings. Yeah, who attacks who? Who? Leia, huh? I should have known. Did you forget I was an owl? I wouldn't put it past you forgetting that I'm an owl. Hello, everybody. Hoot hoot, everybody. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, the noble owl of Globie Generation 2. And welcome into my art stream. I'm working on my art challenge that if you are an artist, you are definitely welcome to partake. I'm hosting it. You might have heard the news that the company I work for, Globie, is gonna be shutting down at the end of the year. So, as a last hurrah and tribute to everything Globie, my gen mates, everything that I've managed to do under the Globie banner, I am hosting this art challenge. Also worth mentioning is that I get to retain my IP, so Globie is closing down, but I'm continuing on my channel as an independent content creator. That's always important to mention, and I forget to do that. But yeah, so the current challenge is called the Globie Pause Challenge, with a 2. And I made this challenge. I wish I could show you. I'll see if I can bring it up right now. It's in the video description if you guys are interested in joining. I get to keep myself. That's very true. Let me pause the music for just a little more. Let's bring up the Globie Pause Challenge. All right, and I know I had it here. Okay, got it. Let's bring it in. See, this right here, is the Globie Pause Challenge. So you go to the link, it's linked in my video description, And what you do is that you pause alongside this video to generate your own globie OC by using our parts. Like I've included all the parts of the 9 talents that are currently in globie. And let me show you how it works. Like I'll show you what I'm working on and also how this works if you want to generate your own. Then you just draw it and you post it on Twitter or on YouTube. There's instructions on how to do that. Post it on my community as well. And on December 27th, I will host your art. Like I will grab all the ones I find. So make sure to get it in on time. And yeah, you'll get your art featured on stream. Yeah. Check it out. This is how it works. You got to pause alongside the video, okay? And there you go. That's how it works. And you could pull all the parts that belong to me, but chances are you're gonna get a couple of others and other talents in here too. So here you go. Like for instance, as an example, Fennec Fox. That's Ambrose. You get a fox. And the rules generally are that you need to include the parts that you pull on here, but you can always fill in the blanks yourself. Like if there's just a jacket, then you don't have to draw a character only wearing that jacket. You can draw the rest yourself, but the jacket has to be there. So here you go. You got Ambrose. You got a fox with the eyes. You got these are Maeve's eyes. You get kind of frosty, kind of bright eyes, gentle. And boop, green eyes. And this is Miel Senpai's outfit. Just a bit of a scarf with some paws there and long sleeves. And there's nothing at the bottom, but here you can add your own, like if you want boots or whatever shoes, or you can just leave it as is if you want to. So yeah, big sleeves. And which hair? Which hair are you gonna get? That's my hair. Short hair, messy hair, frizzy hair. And what hair color? Leon Senpai's hair color. Yeah, so it doesn't say anything about what gender representation it is. You can draw it as a female representing or male representing character as well. Or you can just do it pretty much very, how do you say that? Just gender neutral if you want to. But yeah, these are the parts you gotta include. You don't have to exactly do this. You can roll your own. And then you take a screenshot and include whatever parts you used. Let me show you what I've got. Let's go. Yeah, it does kind of look like auras, but these are all from globie, so yeah, that's Leon that has that hair. Okay, so my pools are these. I got a bear. I got Miel Senpai's bear animal. I got the Leon Senpai's eyes with glasses, purple eyes. Bonnie's new pilot like leather jacket with the overalls. And you have, it's also Bonnie again with the big puffy hair with a ponytail. And it's silver hair. That's from Maeve's silver hair. This is Leon Senpai's eyes, Leon's sunglasses. So yeah, the parts are based on all of our V2 outfits. So this is what I'm drawing, and this is what our polar bear ended up looking like. She does have glasses. She does have glasses. I need to put them on there after a while, like in a bit. But she does have glasses. And she just wrecked this crane game machine. So right, so I'm gonna be working on this today. But yeah, how for another welcome for everybody. Sorry I didn't say hello to everyone that joined in, because The owl attacks. What is going on? So we got CL, we got Sky, Mari, Distract, Delude, yeah. Edge, welcome. Yuno, welcome. Barry, welcome. Crayon, welcome, welcome. Blue Destiny, hello, hello. The Watcher, hi. Pines, welcome. Exceed, welcome. Dupe, hello, hello. Toucan, welcome. Leia, hello. Sending your owls to attack me. Well, you know what? I have Plumie, so how could you attack Plumie? Points at Leia. Your owls deceive you, Leia. Celeris as welcome, welcome. I don't know if I said, but I'll say hello, Barry, as well. Yeah, I think I caught all of you. Otherwise, you can give a hoot hoot. I'll give you a hoot hoot back. There you go. And Blue says, I can't draw to save my life, but that is completely fine. This is not a contest. It's not a... I did say Faith. I said hi when you came in, Faith. It's not a contest. It's a celebration of creativity and a tribute to Globie. So if you... we get all kinds of entries in my art challenges. We get like paper pencil, we get like lined paper photos as well. It's all completely welcome. I love seeing it, really do. Hello Dahlia, welcome. Fun to see all the art. Oh yeah, it totally is, especially when people join in and we have like a lot of entries to go through. I love that. Welcome Dahlia, how are you doing? Traditional art, my beloved. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I started off as a traditional artist, essentially. That's essentially where I got my base. So that's why I draw the way I do with a lot of grayscale. Hope you're well. I'm doing great, thank you. Really lovely surprise of a raid as well. You all need to remember to hydrate. Remember hydrate, and if you need to rest, of course, go ahead and do that. Give my regards to the ever so aging memory keeper. She had a birthday recently. And yeah, aside from this, of course, I'm gonna have another ongoing. Recently I took on the let's see. Hello Octavia, welcome back. Do you guys know the Frieden looking up trend that went around for a bit? I took on that one last art stream as well. This is how it's looking for me. I'm going to be coloring this one as soon as I'm done with my current art challenge entry. So I did draw Frieden like this, and I'm going to be putting color on this because I draw in grayscale, but then I use layer effects to put colors on here. So this one's coming up next. Yeah, the trend is awesome. If you don't know it, it's an artist that posted asking, how do you draw this angle? It looks so difficult. And it is very difficult, and it looks really, everything looks so off, but it really pushed people to, draw it themselves. And also kind of, this artist has also been improving a lot too. Is sketching allowed? Yeah, of course. No, you can sketch, Hello CL, welcome. So now I'm just gonna be rendering out some color, some light color on this, and do some outlining. I'm gonna clean this up. It's not gonna be the most clean rendered picture, but it's for my own art challenge, so I think it's plenty good good for what I want it to be, you know. It's really funny because it just started off as this kind of edgy pilot girl that was going to be leaning up against a window, and then someone mentioned a crane game or something, like an arcade cabinet or something, and then just my imagination took over on top of that, and we just ended up drawing this whole scene. So essentially, because of that, I'm only going to be able to do this entry for my own art challenge. Usually I do 2 or 3, you know. Is the quill like a pencil pen or just a magic drawing tool? It lets me show you everything I need it to. So it is a magic tool of mine. I'm an alchemist, so there's a bit of magic involved, you know? But it's really lovely to have everyone here. It's nice to meet you all. I drew, we had a collab not too long ago with Leia as well, drawing from memory. I thought it was really fun. It was super fun to draw, to do that. I was joined by Cooney and Squeegee as well. You foresee me being a designer for VTubers? Well, I am a character designer, so in sense, that is, you know, touching upon the same kind of deals, right? Let's put on some nice, this is an art challenge. I need to have a little bit of a push from the music. Do you guys like to listen to music when you work? For me, like the process or how much I kind of lock in usually depends on the song I listen to. I tend to really like repetitive game soundtracks, and this way I've also learned about like retro games a lot too, because you know you get like music recommendations. Mostly games of OST, right? Yeah, me too. They're designed to be loopable and be in the background a lot, right? I've realized I like a lot of old video game soundtracks. When they have a little bit of electronic, but also a little bit of power rock in them. Kind of similar to what's playing right now. Have you listened to the Breath of Fire 3 and 4? Breath of Fire 3, yes. A lot of Breath of Fire 3. I love the battle theme of that. Right now, I don't think I can play copyright music as is, but I love that soundtrack a lot. Here's more Celtic style with steel piano. Yeah, I getcha. That's also awesome. I listened to a lot of the Falcom, the Ease games. You know, Ease 7 and Ark of Nepistim, Monstrum Nox, all the games. The Ease games have a really cool kind of power rock soundtrack that I really like to listen to. Whenever I go like independent, I have to really figure out the kind of fair use of those kind of soundtracks if I'm able to listen to them while I work as well. These are all like you know, royalty free or purchased songs that I listen to. I have a question about the art challenge. What's up? What is the question? Yeah, Breath of Fire 3 is a really good soundtrack. I really like to listen to Castlevania music, like the Nintendo DS Castlevanias, PS2 Castlevanias. How to do a community post? Well, I'm not entirely up to date on it right now, but it used to be the only way you could do it was using mobile before. I think you can do you use the YouTube mobile app, and then you go to my channel homepage, and there's a button that says go to community, and then you can post like as if you're making a post on YouTube. But I've heard that you can do it on computer and like desktop browser now, but I'm not entirely sure how that looks. I might have to look into it to probably be able to give good descriptions. Yeah, it has been rolled out on browser, it has, but I don't know where the buttons are. I haven't had a look at that, so I'm gonna have to, you know, figure that out so that I can give proper helping instructions. So for now, I'm just gonna default saying that if you use your phone or your mobile device, you can do it like that. And it might not show immediately, because I've had to confirm a lot of the entries as well. So it's in case it doesn't show, I'll have a look after the stream, okay? I believe I have done that, Zal. I think I have done it before, but you know, the more YouTube shorts that you do, the more you kind of like gets pushed back more and more. So I do have it. It's written in my video description right now below this stream how to do it. So I try to keep the instructions around wherever it's applicable, you know. You click on the channel, then it's next to the subscribe button. Thank you, Miri. And what was the question? Have you played some Castlevanias? I played some Castlevanias. I don't know, in case you mean that. I don't mean to be a wise owl by saying that, Nye, but just to make sure that it's not some variation with cows, you know, with bovine and cattle. But yeah, I love Castlevania games. Thank you for liking the stream. It helps out a lot. Thank you, thank you. I am a bit more confident today. I might not need the extra luck boost that I get from whenever you like the stream, but if you want to give me a little bit of support to finish this this art entry, then go ahead and like the stream. It really helps. It makes me glow even. Let's see, I'll feel it. Plumie starts glowing a lot. Let's see. It works. I think my favorite Castlevania might... it's a bit of a tie between Dawn of Sorrow and Order of Ecclesia. I might just like Order of Ecclesia a little bit more. We are enlightened. You totally are. Glow in the dark. Alright, I think the outline is working well. Doing a good... we're merging everything. This is pretty much everything in one layer as well. Merged everything at the beginning of this. And I think a lot of this is gonna stay very kind of unrendered. Just kind of sketchy because it sells the idea across. Like it puts the idea across. Lords of Shadow. Lords of Shadow, that was the Western one, right? I thought it was pretty cool. Story-wise, I feel like they wrote themselves into a wall, which quickly proved to be right when Lords of Shadow 2 came out. I like the idea, but the fact that my favorite Castlevania developer lost Castlevania because of Lords of Shadow, I have mixed feelings about it. We were about to get Symphony of the Night 2 and it got cancelled because of Lords of Shadow, so I'm just like, ah. Do you play any Zelda games? Do you play any Zelda? Yeah, I do. Not so much the newer ones. I have played both the newer ones. Except for like the top-down ones. I haven't tried the remakes of those. My favorite one is Wind Waker. An odd pick. I know that not everyone is like on board with Wind Waker, but I really like it. It's very expressive. I really enjoy how it looks. Like I like the stylized version of Wind Waker more. I like the stylized Wind Waker more than I liked Twilight Princess. Mainly because I find that the cartoony character design works better in a stylized manner rather than what Twilight Princess did. But of course, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have a very beautiful kind of in-between style. Where things are cel-shaded, but also, you know, also stylized enough to be able to have the different kind of character traits. Other than that, let's see. I had a fun time with the Minish Cap. That's on. I played it late, but it's on Game Boy Advance, right? I think it is. Yeah. My favorite Zelda game is Twilight Princess. Oh, that's cool. I didn't really play a lot of Twilight Princess. It could have been the fact that I had injured my wrist at the time, and you had to waggle a lot on the Wii with the Wiimote. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Zal. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the Alchemists. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I realized I just introduced myself who I am in terms by name, and that I'm an owl, to kind of play on the bit that we got attacked by owls. But I'm an artist, straight up. But what am I about? I'm an artist and a cozy gamer, and I haven't for a while, but at least I go by a language owl as well. Because I speak 4 languages, so it tends to kind of go hand in hand with being an owl or owl adjacent, wouldn't you say? Pretty sure Leia also speaks a lot of languages. So it just kind of it just runs in the plumage. Da, 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 da. It's gonna make some unevenness on the arm here to kind of indicate the texture of the actual jacket. Because, you know, thicker leather jackets are seldom this smooth. They tend to have a lot of, like, you know, kind of even surfaces. Happy to be able to support you, Vilhelm Vanderbos. Thank you very much. That's amazing. I really appreciate it. With the members get a member stream every week as well. Right now, the members have early access to the Discord. That's gonna be available for everybody soon enough. You can check for the join link on the in the community posts. But yeah, it'll be out in public soon enough. Hello, Dragon. This time I'll just be sending in 1 submission for the challenge, as I have some Christmas art to finish. That's all right, Dragon. That's plenty. Yeah, I'm not always gonna be expecting people to do multiple uploads, and even this time I couldn't do it for myself either. Because I have a picture, like a holiday picture that is really like just my own like, what did you guys call it? Passion project that I'm working on, but I'm not gonna show you that one until I'm done with Frida and this one, so. I'm still like, it's already started, of course, but I will be continuing it on stream. Dun, dun, dun. In a way, you guys got some hints already about what drawing problem do you recommend with the full names. I recommend, depending on what are you drawing on. Are you drawing on like an Android tablet or a PC, or, you know? But I draw on Clip Studio. I think Clip Studio is even on Clip Studio version 1 is really good and capable program. That, you know, initially can be a bit daunting to just open up if you're not used to it, but there's so many resources and guides and tutorials on how to set it up and get started on it. So ultimately it's very customizable, so that you can change what windows, what panels and tools you see. Is it possible to draw on an Android phone? It is. I know people that draw with just finger on Android phones. It does take a bit of getting used to, because you obviously need to change your drawing routine to make it work. You know, it's not the same kind of process. It's the same deal when people talk about, like, if you are a PC artist, and then a lot of people talk about, I want to have art on the go, so I'm gonna get an iPad with the pen, you know, Apple Pencil or whatever it's called, the Apple Pen. And it's kind of like it takes a bit of getting used to. It's not an instant transition. You kind of have to have this kind of interest of making the transition for it to actually work out well for you. I've known a lot of people that actually had normal digitizer tablets, like not non-display tablets, and they bought a really expensive kind of like screen tablet, but then ended up not really using it because it didn't translate well to their own to their methods. So it's hello Mushiro. You can definitely use apps such as Ibis Paint. Ibis Paint works well. What are the other like Android apps again? Like whenever I draw on my Android tablet, I use Artflow. It's a kind of a narrowed down art app, but I mainly use it for sketching and not for actually making big colored pieces. But it's low, how do you say that? It doesn't require a lot of resources. Sketchbook, like oh, what is it called? Like Sketchbook Pro on Android. I used to use Sketchbook, but I figured it used way too many resources, so I went over to I just use Artflow. I actually prefer no screen because you don't have to hunch down and your hand isn't in the way. Your hand not being in the way is such a mood, really. I actually I'm using an old video game console to lift up my tablet a bit. So my good old Xbox One is become a tablet holder because it's heavy and doesn't budge with the tablet on top. But yeah, I feel the hunching, right? Speaking of art program, is there anyone here that started their art journey with MS Paint? I don't know about MS Paint. Hello, Meshu, by the way. Possibly. I mean, for many people, I'm sure Microsoft Paint, whatever iteration there was, might have been one of the few first art programs that you ever touched. I personally remember doing something like this on MS Paint, where you just kind of grab a brush and the mouse and you kind of just do stuff like this. Shapes, and then you grab like a bucket fill, you know, with different colors. You kind of go like you do this, and then you grab another color. It makes it look like stained glass and some kind of modern art. But it's that was always fun to do when I was an owlet, for sure. Nintendo 3DS had a drawing program, I remember. Yeah, I believe so. I know a lot of people started their animation journey with what was it called? Flipbook? Like flipping a book, like flipbook animation on the 3DS. I think it was on the 3DS. Mario Paint, oh yeah, that's Flipnote. Thank you. Flipnote, that's what it's called. Yeah, a lot of animators that I feel like I've gotten really good at it started with Flipnote. Can't remember if it was 3DS or if it was even further back, but I'm pretty sure it was like maybe DSiWare or something. So at least DSi and onward. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Spent hours on the community tab to see all the amazing animations. Right, that's amazing. It's really cool. I never actually used it. I just like remember seeing one of those animators talking about starting off on it and then showing some footage they had. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, there's also the I've seen people do really cool art on like Animal Crossing bulletin boards and whatever other, like, what was it, like, was it Splatoon? I heard someone say that Splatoon also had a lot of on the Wii U, right? Where you can draw and leave messages, that people would actually draw full on pictures in Splatoon 2 or something like that. It's just, it's really important if you're gonna be, you just kind of like, it's one of those cases where your app, whatever it is, your app kind of needs to be accessible to be, you know, used by a lot of people. First of all, it's got to be a good one, and then it's got to be accessible and you can get a hold of it easy, preferably if it's free even, you know, so people can recommend it to you and stuff. And if it's on the 3DS, honestly, that's really cool. Artists made art with Microsoft. I have done that with pixel art, I know. Not very extensive ones, but I've done some smaller sprite work on like Excel sheets. Partly as a programming project, because I kind of wanted it to kind of render out like a programmed LCD display. So then I kind of had to think of it like Excel sheets, like the different cells and the coordinates. So that's kind of how I figured out where everything should go. But in order to be able to program the stuff in, I kind of needed to know what would fit and how much you could do with it. I think ultimately I settled for like 2 colors, like older Game Boy stuff, like just grayscale stuff, and then use some older sprites. I really like pixel art sprites. Part of me feels like pixel art, with the limitation it has, like I really like I love the game Fields of Mystria. I love the game Fields of Mystria because it emulates the sprite sizes of older 16-bit, maybe 32-bit really well. Because for a while, when pixel art like indie games were kind of popping up on Steam and everything like that, uh-oh, what happened to my... Oh, no. No, not now. My tablet just decided to stop working. Unprompted. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Give me a moment. Alright, that's not working. Save? Yeah, that's a good idea. I think the driver must have just died mid usage. Not just the only thing, the program might just be glitching out. I'm gonna try restarting the program. The most important lesson for artists: save your work, save often. I never save. I somehow get away with it. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. All good. I plugged it out and back, again, you know? It pretty much never works. But it was if it's not working from the get-go, there's no use trying to get it working. You just restart the computer, because the drivers, like, you can restart the drivers manually, but it's quite a big chance it's just not gonna work. But if it was working before, then there shouldn't be a reason why it would just crash on you. And then it's usually a case of the USB port or a cable being a bit like sitting a bit loose somewhere. I just tried to reconnect the USB cable to the tablet and it seemed to work okay. Dun, 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 dun. Like the kind of tablet scuff is really, you don't want to mess with it. And it also strikes when you least expect it. Evil messing with your drivers again? I think even Evil, like, honestly... What? Not even I'm that evil. Gosh, what do you take me for? Scares me every time. Sorry, Juzo. Who's the silhouette in the back? I don't know. Just someone that works at the arcade where Juniper just wrecked things. I'm gonna try, I think we might have already tried it, but I feel like her suit might need a color. I'm evil, not a monster. Yeah, exactly. Should I buy an Android phone stylus pen for drawing? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think a good starting solution is to get like I mean, you could, if that is like what you have, if you don't have a tablet or kind of like not sure if you would like it. But honestly, for me personally, I feel like I would draw faster if I just do it on pencil and paper. I know it's not the same. You kind of miss out on all the digital art stuff that you can learn. But honestly, like a normal stylus really doesn't give you that much control. It's usually it's a bit clunky and there's no pressure sensitivity, so then you may just as well be using your finger. But if you feel like you kind of want to have a little something like a pen to hold, then it's not a bad idea. They are quite inexpensive. You might want to try to get as thin of a one as you can. You're starting to get used to Evil being around. I mean, Evil used to be around way more when he would remind everyone to do their language courses every day. I leaned a lot more into the language owl thing in the beginning. The full name. Thank you for using my full name. You can always call me Vil as well. It's plenty. All right, let's see if we can find some color that works on this. Otherwise, it might, oh no, no, no. This looks a bit too much like a tight bodysuit. I don't want to give that impression. I was just thinking of doing something that matches the actual. V is a bit too low. I would not answer to that. No, it's Vilhelm or Vil. Not gonna take any variations. I may just not answer to those. This is tricky. I'm not sure what. Oh, we can get a bit of tone on it. Oh, this is not bad actually. Matches her hair in a bit, in a way. Something more like this, I guess. Like something that is deliberate and not just uncolored gray. Not sure about the glasses color. Maybe something that matches her eyes. A little bit more like purple. Okay, we got an outline on her. I'm gonna outline the arcade thing. And we do like a quick little background. And I think we're good. I think that we get away with that as is. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, already. And I kind of want to do something for the background. Just put some shapes into the background, kind of put them in a location somewhere, you know. This would work if we just did like automatic outlines on the layers, but I think the uneven lines kind of gives it a little bit more personality as well. There we go. This sheet metal is just completely messed. Yeah, I really like the song too. Alright, now we need to do something with the background. Do some lighting effects on this after too. Everything here that's kind of rendered the way it is, it can stay that way. That is fine. Okay. I'm gonna get a picture. Let's see what an arcade looks like. Arcade. Let's put it in Japan. Okay, so just, okay, this might work as a background. I'm just gonna get an idea of what it looks like. A title game station, I've been to one of those. Let's see. I'm gonna eyeball this because it doesn't need to be, I don't want a lot of detail in the background, just gonna want to indicate more than anything, right? Oh, the arcades look like sensory overload? Yeah, they totally do. They totally do. That's not a place you want to be in for too long. It's all the sounds everywhere and all the machines just want to kind of grab your attention everywhere, you know? So we do this slightly brighter as well. You can just kind of indicate some lamps in the ceiling like this or something. Something like this maybe. Which do you prefer, owls, birds, or both? I thought owls were birds. So I guess both. I kind of want more depth in here, but I don't know if I'm able to pull that off. Maybe I should work. Let's just start with the other machines I want to. Oh, maybe that works actually. It's pretty good. Apologies, Vilhelm. Just feel you're an awesome kindred spirit, which is wild type out full name. Since your name is elaborate. Yeah, I getcha. Yeah, I still let people call me just call me Vil, mainly because my name can be a bit of a mouthful. I like my name. It means willful protector of the forest. Without being in your face about it, you know? Yeah, I believe the Japanese, the arcade machines call them, the appeal. The appeal. Which is essentially, you know, whenever you kind of see like an opening screen, or the arcade machine screams its title name at you, and then shows you a little demo what it looks like to play. I believe that's what they call the appeal card. There we go. It looks like we are somewhere now. Okay, halfway. Got another hour to go. I don't think the perspective really works, but we can maybe I can find a picture I can blur on or something. Just gonna have a see if we can do something like just kind of gradient map the background or something. Man, I added gradient maps to my but they're not here. Of course they're not here. Can we get some quick gradient maps? It should be like subscribed to on my yeah, this'll do. I don't know if I have the clippies for this though. No, I don't have them. Okay. Let's see. I'm pretty sure there were some. Here you go. This one, please download. Yes. Thank you, Miri. It's telling me re-download. I should be able to have them. Anyway, in the meantime, we're just gonna use single color. That brings it together. Probably something that is, it's just kind of cold, needs something warm in the background. Something like this. Maybe. And then we add some other colors on it. Just trying to find the color that'll work. Because this will make everything, well, purple usually works. It's probably going to be something more like pink though. Something like this. I really like the silhouette of this this staff worker here. So I think we'll just gonna keep him. Blink and you might miss it. Okay, I think I downloaded the gradient map. I'm gonna try if there's a gradient map I can use. Gradient map and add a set. This one please. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's try some. Wow, already pretty cool. Honestly, already pretty cool. Make an overlay, put it behind everything. Yeah, let's try some other colors. This one is pretty good already. This one's similar. Yeah, let's just make it kind of this pink style. Kind of frames the, kind of contrasts the green and the cabinet, and it's a bit desaturated. Everything looks pretty good like this. What about the staff person? All right. Actually, miss, you have to pay for that. Kind of a thing while shaking. Probably needs to be the same, My drawing skills is out of this world. I exist in the same world you do. Thank you, though. I remember seeing something like this, someone drawing. Yeah, the shadow, you like it? Yeah, make it like a wobbly arm for the poor guy. Stiff arm, standing really straight. Shoulders up because scary. It's kind of funny to do expressive characters like this with such a minimal both silhouette and face. It's just a blob with you know, you kind of get the idea that they work there because of the hat and the little name tag. Because I always found it really interesting to figure those like details out like that. What makes it so that they would be an employee? We don't even need a mouth for that. They're just kind of like, you know. All right, so this is pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. We're gonna alter the colors a little bit more. But overall, I like what we've got going on here. I'm gonna make sure to clean the background a bit. What is that? This one? Ah, okay. Okay. So a lot of unevenness in this picture, but generally it's just going to be the background, so it's all good. I wonder if I can get away with a couple more of these lights kind of just going to the back. In a way, like they're coming from the back, moving up to the front. Normally, if you're gonna make a scene like this accurate, you kind of need to make some guidelines for yourself to draw them correctly. If you eyeball it, is like chances are you're just not gonna get it right. I think there's like a couple of angles that are wrong for me here, but I'm going for good enough, really. And also, on top of this effect I already have, I want to give the impression that everything is kind of dark, because arcades, despite being the very bright, like boom, 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 you know, all the sounds everywhere, it's kind of dimly lit because everything is kind of lit up by the machines and stuff, right? So give it a little bit of an effect like this. And I'm also gonna give this the Mr. Staff here a bit of an outline, so he can stick out like that. See? I'm gonna remove these effects. So I want to do them bright instead, just like that. Something like that. Character looks really cool. Time to put in some effects on this. I don't know. I don't think she might have had a gradient map, but I wonder if we just put a gradient map on everything, what it's gonna turn it into. These are really like, whoa, that's very bright. No, I want something colder. Probably something more like this. That kind of gradient map looks pretty good. Overlay it, tone it down. Makes everything a little bit colder. Yeah, we'll see. Thank you, Lapis. And now the fun part. I think I can probably do this. I can probably do this in background for everything as well. There you go. The way she's leaning on the glass is gonna do that. Tempted to do a mirror reflection, but that kind of never really looks right, because there's a, you kind of have to consider that you don't actually see the complete reflection as you would think, but we can still use a little bit of it to give the impression of a reflection. Just not do like this that I'm showing you right now. See, not do that whole thing in the glass pane, but just a little bit to kind of indicate some kind of reflection, you know? So I'm just gonna copy this in, and I'm gonna like erase a lot of her. Like this. First of all, we really just need her on the glass on her end. And then we tone it down a bit and just kind of erase a lot of it to kind of just give the idea that there is a reflection there. That way, there's not, you don't end up like questioning it too much, you know? Because if you really do a complete mirror thing, you wouldn't be seeing this part of her, but we're working with good enough, right? We're working with good enough. So when you look at it there, she's you kind of see her reflection on the glass a little bit. Da, da, da. I'm gonna try another maybe we just don't need one. Maybe we just don't need one there. I think it's good. The other question I want to have here is that because she has kind of a dark skin, if I want to do the anime thing. What anime thing? Well, you know, the glasses, of course. I'm gonna have a little bit of water. No, I'm saving. But generally, I think this is a pretty good. Like, I feel like the picture is. It is where I want it to be. Maybe I would have done. Maybe I would have chosen some other things if I had planned this already from the get go, like to turn out this way. But you know, this is pretty good. I kind of want to make her look a bit more annoyed, so we're gonna do a little bit of cartoony effects on top of it. I'm just blurring the background a bit. Hello, Prez. Welcome, welcome. Kind of matching the sunglasses. What else do we need here? We just blur it a lot. What? I remember seeing what other name you used to go by, but the way I still recognize you coming by, but it's kind of difficult to keep track of everyone's other names when I don't see them. I just wanna fill out this poor guy or girl. Yes. All right. It's Goblin. That's what I saw it. Like, was it the self-introduction on the Discord? Yeah. I need to introduce. Then I must have just seen it at the Discord. All right, time to draw in the cartoony bits, and then I think we can call it done. Yeah, that's very true. That's probably one of those cases. Looks a bit more like a guy. Juniper's not having a good time. Yeah, I think that just kind of does it because it's a cute, pink and cute place. Hold on, I'm gonna close the window. I don't think it is, but it is just a brave intern. It might actually be kind of contemplating whether or not it's like worth the danger. It's not enough. They don't pay him good enough. I think for Juniper's sake, yeah, not impressed. There you go. This might make her even more like angry looking. Thank you, Goblin. Yeah, the unevenness really sells this kind of jacket texture. Okay, so she's super angry. Do I have the I was checking for the shattered plexiglass somewhere around here. That's what I get for not naming. There it is. There it is. Good. If I can just doesn't need all of that in the back. There, I wanted this effect. So I can just like just ever so slightly tilt it to give it this kind of, you know, acrylic glass edge. Kinda. There you go. And free prizes for everyone, I guess. Yeah, right. Guess so. Oops. Same layer, huh? There you go. And yeah, one little effect that I had as well in mind is the sparks of everything. Cables don't do this, you know, when you pull something, they don't really short circuit and make sparks, but it kind of helps sell the idea that, you know, you destroyed something. Because honestly, if you were to grab something like this and pull, you wouldn't rip off cables that would go like bzz, 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 bzz. They just wouldn't. But it kind of makes it a little bit more dramatic, you know, that there's like friggin' sparks raining everywhere. Like this whole thing is wrecked. And I think I'm done. I don't think I have any good ideas, anyone more to add. I feel like I wouldn't need to do any more. I just want to have these somewhere present, but I guess they can be there for the funsies. Let's move the pause items to the top. Thank you. Something like that. Yeah, it depends on the cable, but since I'm generally I built my own like arcade stuff, and they don't spark that much. It's not like high voltage cables. That you would have to pull more of the inside of the machine for it to do stuff like that, but generally it would have to be the power supply, and that's not how the cables work. But I can't just imagine this going like do 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 do. You built your own small like arcade stuff. Generally controllers as well. At one point I had a project to build a small kind of arcade machine kind of deal, and looking up all the parts I needed. And yeah, it wouldn't have been very high. It would not have been very high-powered stuff. So I think that if you were to pull a cable that would create sparks, it would be the actual power supply, and it would only happen if you didn't have proper plugs, spark plugs and stuff. That would kind of trigger if it's short-circuited. But this looks a lot more dramatic, so we like it. We keep it like that. I shall do my signature, and then we can go over to Freerun for a little mo and kind of do the coloring for that one. Put the signature there and then hide it later. I'll do my good old V for Vilhelm. Nope. Not mean to do that. Actually, I can just do my full-on signature here, I think. Oops, I know how to spell my name. There you go. Vilhelm Vanderbos. Danzu. Just as a hobbyist project. I know you guys know I like to tinker with electronics and stuff. So looks like I'm the staff. Maybe I am the staff. And maybe she was completely terrifying. Maybe this is a recreation of my own experience. Not really. But we never know. But yeah, here we go. Cool. It looks really cool. Squint my eyes, it looks like the effects are really good. You zoom out a bit, feel like the framing is pretty good. I mean, save for the actual, you know, the pulls, the character pulls. The framing is pretty good. A rule of cool. Yeah, thank you. So then let's put on a little bit of color on this one. I have a little bit of stuff I need to adjust with this one too. I'm just going to merge everything down. That stray line there from nowhere. Down there, really? Okay. There you go. Well, I feel like if we have a look at this, then all the guidelines that we're using on this, they're kind of angled, you know, they have these kind of... Like this part should be higher than the other. Of course, the lower it goes, the more it kind of planes out, but still don't think it should have planed out this much here. So this part of the clothes needs to go down a little bit, in my opinion. Which will adjust something like this. This doesn't even need to be super accurate. Yeah. It's quite nice that I have pre-written like the anime reference on the side. I can just essentially pull the colors from. Yeah, I really like how the challenge entry turned out. I'm completely fine with just doing one entry this time around because it's just a cool picture. The fact that we built it like bit by bit as well is pretty cool to me. Really fun. I like the idea that, you know, of course, some pictures like you would probably be able to do something much better, properly planned, you know, but the fact that you can still play around and change direction with your pictures is also like an important thing to remember. I also had a thought earlier today about, you know, people have gotten some comments about, oh wow, you draw like that, or you use grayscale as a base and stuff like that. And I kind of realized that a lot of the ways that I draw is essentially a lot of my own habits, my own systems, my own habits, my own methods, which are really difficult to teach. I've said so before as well, the fact that I kind of go a lot by feel. I was gonna draw a lot of things by feel. But it's because like I've already drawn multiple things that I kind of remember. How long did it take for the challenge OC? How many streams has it been? 3 streams, so less than 6 hours or around 6 hours? I would say it's around 6 hours. I think, right? Must be 6 hours, give or take. It's been 2 hours the first set, then 2 hours the second set. And now it was also within 2 hours, so I would still say like I'll say 6 hours to round it upwards. Bit less, I guess. 5.5. I don't know. Less than 6. I'd say about 7, right? Well, I haven't streamed more than 2.5 hours for every art stream. So it's 2. Man, usually I talk in the beginning and towards the end of it, so I kind of work for 2 hours each stream. That's just how I'm counting it. Especially with the first one, with the first stream when I was explaining the art challenge a lot of times. Never really got around to actually starting it until like, you know, 45 minutes into the stream or something. So yeah, I'm okay with 6. I would say less than 6. Yeah. Yeah, the background music has a lot of influences from a lot of different. I think the Peritune has done such a good job with this because it gives Vocaloid, it gives Calafina, it gives all kinds of really cool. 6 hours for a full character with background is impressive. Thank you. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, now that I think about it, I guess it is. Wow. Oh, yeah. No, I can see that, Munshiro. It has a bit of Vocaloid touch to it. Alright, Frieden, I think this is plenty. We can probably make this work. This one is also not one that needs to be super duper ultra mega cool. It is pretty cool, but it doesn't need to be super ultra mega cool. Alright, pardon for the curse. Oh, actually, before I do anything, probably need to clean this before I'm gonna color it. So let's have a look. Is there anything that needs cleaning? Oh my goodness, there's plenty that needs cleaning. It's almost like, oh gosh, I need a microfiber cloth to clean this and some like clean my glasses, you know. A little squeak. The earrings aren't even filled in. Okay, that's good. We'll just some parts that aren't filled in here either, so I'll just make sure I do. The same gray background. Yeah, there you go. Squeak. No, I can't do this sound right now. Usually I'm able to. Hard to do it now. Okay, so there's a lot of parts that need some filling in, like around here, around here, and definitely the hair. So it's kind of when you look at your screen. Yeah, it's not that bad, and the sun shines on it. It's like, really? Ugh. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out, Lapis. All the best to you. Have a good one. Okay, time to fill these parts here. I believe the earring needed to be filled in a bit. All right. Okay. Good. This is one of those methods I feel like I'm sure there are better ways to do this. I'm sure there's like a one-click method to just do this filling in kind of deal. But, you know, this is how I do it, and I cannot argue with results, really. All right, time to get all scuffy with Frieden. I always preferred the non-display tablets when doing any kind of like steady lines or line art, honestly. It would probably be a bit tricky to do now, but because of doing it on the display tablet requires so much more hand motion and my hand is in the way, it's just like not suited for it. Using a display tablet really helped me develop the style that I currently use, as you've seen the just kind of somewhat painterly style that I have. Oops. There you go. But when it comes to line arting, it takes me a lot longer to do. Then for the face mask, yeah, she needs a face mask for like kind of hydration for the skin. You know, like I use skin toner personally, but I hear face masks are pretty good. Gotta have that day cream, you know, with the cucumbers. Yeah, you're right. You gotta do the cucumbers over the eyes. Like some these are kind of weird. We ran out of cucumbers, so we put some zucchini on our eyes instead, you know. But sure. There you go. There you go. It's a spot treatment. It's a spot treatment. Now I have no idea if I'm actually painting it right. Okay. There you go. Spot treatment. For a nice squeaky skin. Healthy skin. I see the ears are also still lacking some fill. I need to fill them in. At least Frieden doesn't have a lot of different... Hello Fernando, welcome. At least Frieden doesn't have a lot of different colors. Gonna be somewhat of a easy enough to do. But because she's already kind of sketchy at places, we don't really need to render it out super detailed. But for the sake of this, we're just gonna fill in the ears a bit. Feel like the hair probably needs a little bit extra too. This is the most cursed part. Yeah. Fernando joined in right at the most cursed part. I don't think we have any other skin to worry about, so this is fine. Oh gosh. Yeah, the color sampling never works when it comes to just overlaying the colors, so we're gonna have to do it like this. In fact, it might even be better to do soft light for this. Soft light usually has less saturation, but it kind of plays nicer. But it's kind of it lacks a bit of saturation if we do it like this, as you can see. So I personally tend to prefer overlay. Not that it looks bad, it just kind of is missing a bit of the kind of brightness that I kind of like in the skin. Yeah, I'll try the overlay again. And probably tone down a little bit of the saturation. Something like this, and to match, it's very pink, and she has kind of a little bit more towards the yellow side of things. A little bit more kind of cream colored than pink, so we're gonna try this for now. And of course we're gonna She may be super old, you know, kind of unaging, but she still has blood pumping through her veins, which would give a little bit of blush here and there. And we can also use this for her skin. Some slight blush. And here as well. Probably her lips too, honestly. Because she would, you know, I feel like she would have a bit of like pink lips. Bring in a little bit of extra in here for the sake of the skin tone. Ancient, not undead, exactly. Not too much, because she doesn't want to have a lot of makeup or anything on. Just kind of fair skin, you know. A little bit on the a little bit more, just a quick dab, little dab on the cheeks like that. I like that. I like that. This looks pretty good. Nice and soft. As I said before, I like to use the philosophy that if you are drawing, if you kind of rendering around the face or places where the skin needs to kind of look soft, you use a soft brush like a airbrush. Something like that. Yeah, that looks cute. I like that. Very nice, very nice. What do we do now? What do we do now? Well, her hair maybe. Har har. Har har. That's the effect we want to have, Miri. It's like the fact that she's, you know, ancient but an elf, generally known for kind of keeping their youth, never needing skin moisturizer, you know. Da, da, da. Even with this, I'm not really filling everything in very detailed, because I don't think it needs it. Missing a part there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Put some on her eyebrows. Yeah, it really has a cool, it's like, I like that textured, like, that's why I tend to just kind of stick with my textured brush, because ultimately I really like what it does to it. It becomes like a combination of what you see with the textured pencil sketch, but you also have the advantage of digital art, right? And also these flaws, if you will, these flaws are kind of misses here and there. Like this is taking me a lifetime to be able to be to kind of be okay with, kind of work against the perfectionism and stuff. But ultimately, for me, it's good enough. Still looks good. Because I used to over-render things that didn't matter, and I would essentially just lose time with it. All right, but we did see some flaws. That's something that I do want to actually fix. These parts here. I'm gonna bring that up over everything just so we keep it. Oh, that's not the color I want to use. That is the color I want to use. There we go. I'm gonna fill these in. Here as well. I think we're good here. Here is missing some. There. That's fine. Okay. And don't need the soft light anymore. We just overlay this. Very bright, as to be expected. And we just bring it down a bit. Bring up the saturation. Not that much, but just enough to kind of still be reading. Because we are gonna be putting a little bit of extra effects on her too, so maybe I should bring down the face tone a little bit. Just a bit. To kind of set up for the effects after, like the light effects on her. I think something like that, because it shouldn't go straight into color more. It's silver hair, not purple hairs, you know. Oh wait. Wait. There is still more skin. And that part, this part here shows skin. That part shows skin. Yeah. So we should also essentially something like that. Yeah, all right, cool. Back to this one for the gold. And I don't think I will put a tone on the white. I will let the gradient map fill in the white of her outfit. And with that, I think it should be good. Then we can use the effects. 10 minutes. 10 minutos. What does this look like? It okay. I gotcha. Understood. The one thing, like I've said so, like for Frieden, I've been reading the manga, not really watching the anime. But there's one thing to be said when it comes to anime, which I really like, and that's the soundtrack. I love the soundtracks for some of these shows that I really like. You know, it's always inspirational stuff. I love that too. Dr. Stone is one of my favorite kind of motivational soundtracks to work to. Especially because Dr. Stone has this kind of very motivational approach of like road mapping what they want to achieve. and the music is just really like encompasses that. It really does it really well. Any kind of sport animes also have really good soundtracks as well. Like big props for the music creators of the industry, you know, they make it really cool. Okay, let's overlay this. Again, it's too bright, as to be expected. Bring it down a bit. Bring up the saturation a bit. And we are kind of there. Earrings and buttons. You're on an adventure. Yeah, on an adventure to achieve stuff. I really like that. Of course, like I haven't watched the anime nor read the manga, but Fairy Tail has some really good battle music. The kind of Celtic style music is really cool. All right, we got this. We got the colors in, and now we're just gonna gradient map this to see what fits the general vibe. Because we're gonna do like a blue sky behind her. Maybe actually even use this color a bit in behind her. So let's try that first. Bit too bright, but let's try a gradient map with this first. All right. Let's gradient map this. See if we have anything that is fitting. Because they're very good. And we already put it into overlay mode and we have a look. Oof, this looks cold. What else we got? We got this one. No, that's kind of underwater stuff. This is pretty good. More like evening colors. Might just end up going for that one that looked. Ooh. I'm thinking, would it be possible to put like a little bit of sun on her, you know? Here's that one that's called Sunrise. That might work out pretty good, actually. With and without. Dimple, no dimple. Dimple, no dimple. No dimple. What does a anime sky look like? Frieden sky. Let's have a look. Boom. There's a good screenshot of Frieden. Da, 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 da. You know what? I'm just gonna screen cap this for the colors. There you go. See elf ear. You know something I realized? I don't know if it's a new. I think it might be in another in every clip studio, but you know how you can use Control Shift and click to find which layer things are on? Well, you can apparently also Control Shift click and drag, and then it'll mark every layer, every relevant layer. So if you want, I wonder where my skin signature is. Boop, it's selected too. It selected the sky in the back and this layer where the character is. Very useful. I didn't realize you could click and drag. Ghibli Sky. Yeah, click and drag I never knew, and it actually marks all the relevant layers, so it's really good. Still feel like there might be some other, some better gradient maps. I'm always partial to the purple one, but this is not bad. Kind of puts it like a bit of a sunshine on her. We'll see if we can make it work. Otherwise, we'll just swap it later. Right now it barely does anything, I think. Just a little bit. It means that we have to change the sky as well, but it's fine. Right, so. Hello, Kuni. I'm doing the freedom trend. Yes, I'm almost finishing with. I finished my entry to my the art challenge. And Juniper here is kind of angry at this arcade cabinet. Making the worker a bit, wow, looking back at it, it's such a... It's so chaotic. There you go. That's what it looks like. At Sega or Taito Game Station. She wanted a Plumie-chan and she just wrecked the whole thing because she couldn't get it. Thank you. But yeah, I'm finishing up my freedom trend because I already did the grayscale of it, so I'm just gonna bring in a little bit of coloring. Doing some color sampling for the background. I'm kind of missing any kind of leaf brushes, so I need to kind of bring those back, but you know. She looks lovely in her art class. Thank you. Thank you, Kuni. Thanks for saying so. Just put a little bit of like these trees behind her. How are you doing, Kuni? I'm gonna put the trees like behind her a bit. Let me see how that looks like in that picture I was showing you guys. Yeah, that works. Okay. Tricky. Stayed up a little to finish some work. How's everyone? Are you guys joining Bill's art challenge? I hope they are, but I'm pretty sure the Plumies here are like, do intend to join. Yeah, since I don't have my brushes to kind of really render out the trees, I'm probably going to just blur it. Also, Good Eden, you might want to remove my signature. Why is this? Oh, it's on a different layer. Okay. When I finish my commission, hopefully I have enough time. Oh yeah, I hope so. But if you got a commission, then that's what you gotta focus on, Miri. You joined a lot of art challengers already, so you know no hard feelings. You can't make it. We're looking forward to seeing it if you do though. That's cool. Good luck on the commission. Yeah, I get it. Thank you for that though. The enthusiasm is really appreciated. I'm happy you got a commission. You know, I'll vouch for it anytime. There you go. Let's just give it a little bit of give the things a little bit of shape. Trees, they kind of grow a little bit however they want, so it's fine. A little bit like this. A little bit of, we're probably gonna have a little bit of blue as well. It's kind of like like mix in a little bit of the blue from the sky. Watercolors, thank you. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going for really. I'm just mixing some colors in, giving them some shapes. And we're gonna blur them so that they kind of mix into the background a bit. And I do really want to have a bit of like this warm color, warm kind of highlights on them, because I want to put some highlight on Frieden as well. Could also go for something darker, to be honest. I hope your work has been going well, Kuni. You're up pretty late. Sometimes the late hours are the quiet ones where you work the best, right? There you go, and bring this down a little bit more. Still got some time, still got some time. Just keep, I'm missing my leaf brushes, I'll tell you that much. We'll find them sometime. I'll find them. Again, for now, I'll just do what I can with my own ability, with my own brush, which I have shaped to my heart's desire. A bit of blue on this tree here. The further back it goes, a little bit of blue goes a long way to kind of make it blend into the background. So, you know, trees can just kind of grow so sporadically that suddenly you have a really big one over here. And easiest way to show that is like the further away something gets, the colder it goes, the color goes, like this. A bit of the blue of the sky kind of almost like fades a little bit the further away it gets. So you wouldn't be using this kind of like very, very like dark, saturated green further away, because the further away it goes, the easier it is to just kind of make it like, make it a little hazier. We share this brush, my sketch brush. Sure, I can probably share it. I'll see if I can export it in a good way sometime. Maybe that'll be a members only thing. Oh, hint, hint, wink, wink. Maybe join the members. And when you get it, it's just like, but this is just a normal round brush. I guess the actual ability is within you. I point at your forehead. It was always within you, the ability. It's just normal water. The secret ingredient is just normal water. The secret scroll is a mirror. Oh my gosh, that's right. You can't be the chosen one. You're a panda. You're a panda. What are you gonna do? Sit on me? Don't tempt me. A little bit of blur, a little bit of blur. The further away we go, I'm just gonna switch over to airbrush, I think, because it just blends things a little bit nicer. Very lightly so. There you go, that's pretty cute. Dropping it like there somewhere, you know, somewhere like that. And then we just kind of blur this out a little bit more. Back to the sky. And we just bring in a little bit more of that kind of brightness here. And then a little bit of the blue of the sky. Something like that. It looks pretty good. Very nice. Oh, drawing on the wrong layer. Wrong layer! Okay. Very nice, Frida, and you know what's up. You know what's up. We got a couple of minutes. Gotta be careful. Just small dabs. Goes a long way. Some small dabs of color goes a long way for these highlights. Doesn't have to be completely on her face. Very soft kind of highlights on her face. Have the sun like lightly just caress her face. Makes it cuter. Makes it less intense. Make it more obvious higher up. Nice suit, very good. Maybe even touches a little bit of like the back here. Just a little bit. And definitely touches on the hair here. The chest. This is a little bit in the shadow, so that doesn't get anything. This one gets a bit. Just a bit. This one already has a little bit too much. Remove a bit. And lastly, yeah, okay. And then as a counter to this, we use a little bit of blue. Maybe even overlay, actually. Does this work? Darker. A little bit of dark blue for the shadows. I'm gonna use a little bit of orange further down on these highlights as well, because it gives it a completely different feel. Makes it really cool. Actually makes it warm, doesn't make it cool. You know what I mean. Add a little bit of the yellow on her eyes because it's bright. I'm gonna bring a little bit of this back too. No. Now, if I could also straight up Iron Blaze it, but I don't think that would be good. I mean, it adds something, but not everything needs to be blazed. Alright, you know what, Iron Blaze, you maybe had a point. Dang it, Iron Blaze. If you don't know, Iron Blaze used to be an animator for Disney that was one of the early adapters of digital art. While Don Bluth kind of stuck to a lot of traditional stuff, Iron Blaze went digital and learned it as well. And this is one of the things he likes to do a lot on his like portraits. It tends to kind of just add the dark. Add the dark on the lower parts, but I think this looks pretty good, especially if we chop it off where, you know, we have, because it looks like it's like a sunrise coming over the edge of whatever it is on the other side. Yeah, it's pretty quick and easy additions to everything. And I think this one is presentable, I would say. Presentable. I would think. The sun is peeking over. Yeah, exactly. She's standing up to catch it, you know, to see it. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and that's about all the time I have. It looks pretty good though. I really like this. I don't know if I want to blur the trees. We can try blurring the trees, see what effect it does. Blur trees. Yeah, a little bit, puts it in the background. It probably need to be cut off somewhere like here. Considering, you know. Well, I'm glad I got this one fixed up then, because then next week then I can go into my next week I can go into my other project. More presentable, it's professional. I said in previous very detailed, highly drawn art that wasn't black and white, that was probably the best rendition of this challenge I've seen, was not presentable. I mean, it was presentable. I presented it, but now I finished it. Yeah. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I've noticed it as well, like doing all the challenges, doing all the stuff with the you know, practicing, challenging myself alongside everyone, trying my best in order to, you know, kind of inspire everybody to find their own ways in everything. I've also been learning quite a lot. I feel a lot more confident in my art thanks to that. And we got Frieden pretty much done. Very nice. Dang it, Aaron Blaze. Why did you have to be? Why did you have to be right? Halftone is fine. Shadow can be a little bit blue. Just a little bit blue. Highlight can be yellow. Halftone is fine. There you go. A little bit of color adjustment. Makes a small difference, but it makes it a little bit clearer. Cool, now I can actually sign it properly. Let's go. Let's do it. Woo! Bill. Wow, I can actually do it better. Nah, V is fine. Hootsu for a second time. A double Hootsu. A double Hootsu. All the way. All the way. Well, do you guys have a guess of what the next picture might be then? At least my plumies might know. But for now, let's go back first. Man, okay, double picture, double Hootsu. We got this one. It's really funny. And then we got, boom, we got this one. Also looks really cool. Man, I'm pretty proud of this. Double Hootsu, heck yeah, let's go. Oh. There you go. Hootsu, everybody. Hootsu, Hootsu, Hootsu. Thank you for today. I feel very artistic. I feel very artistic. I flexed my artistic muscles. I need to do an artistic stretch after this. And go for an artistic shower or something. Quite the challenge. Happy to have done touched these pictures up the way I have. The shouting Bloomy Plush is funny. I'm glad you like it. Oh yeah, Hootsu Hootsu, double Hootsu. So yeah, I have my own picture that I have a little project that I started, a little for funsies, and it's turned into something really cute, which I'm gonna be resuming next week. What's happening next week, I can show you guys. For those that missed it, by the way, the tree view is coming back. The holiday tree view. So if you want to share any kind of holiday decorations that you have, like a Christmas tree or anything else that you celebrate, I'm going to put out a post about this. Owl Tree View 2025 is the hashtag, and you can post it on social media, on my YouTube community, or you can post it on the Discord, the Plumie Discord, the new Discord, which everyone's going to get access to very soon. So you can also wait and post it there. There's going to be a channel for me to grab everything there, and I believe there was a good point as well about this, that maybe we should mark things as, we just mark this as like spoilers, so we don't show the trees to everyone else unless someone wants to get spoiled. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good idea. You can also send them to the mods as well, of course. At least from the Globie fan Discord and everything, you can just send it to the mods as well. Right. Thank you so much for today. Now the schedule is as follows, with art by Momo. Thank you very much for that. On Monday, we're gonna learn how to play Go. We're gonna learn how to Go. We're gonna be taught by an international tournament player, by Venando, that offered this, and also offered to bring like a +1 if you wanted to learn Go or maybe play against. But I just said I'll bring the Plumies. I'll bring the Plumies so we can all learn together. I used to have a somewhat of an inkling. Go where exactly? Where are we going? Let's go. Go is a strategic board game that uses black and white little pieces. I confuse them with stuff like checkers or chess, but it is a strategic game like that. You place one, each player places a beat each, and there's probably rules of maybe getting doubles or capturing stuff. I'm not sure. We're gonna learn on Monday. I used to have somewhat of an inkling of how that worked, but I don't remember any of it, so I'm gonna have the Nando spend like an hour or so to teach us the basics of this, and then if we like it, then we can continue, like we can look it up and learn more about it, right? It's gonna be fun. Let's give it a shot. He was very nice and kind to invite us. He's also doing a charity fundraiser, so it's gonna be hand in hand with that too. First time hearing about this game was through the manga Hikaru no Go. Yeah, Hikaru no Go is very known for that. So that's a good way to have a look at it. I haven't watched Hikaru no Go, but either way, I think it's going to be fun to check out the basics. Wednesday Lifeline again. I believe we have 2 streams to go. With the pace that we have going. So next week is gonna be Lifeline. If I feel like we're getting close to the end, because I know what kind of is coming up ahead, but I think we're gonna have a lot of story happening. But if we're kind of leaning on like, yeah, we're almost at the end, then I might just go a bit longer and finish it. But as things are now, I think we're talking 2 more streams to go, because as you guys know, it's a friggin' endurance stream just on a normal stream with how little she listens to us. So yeah, Lifeline on Wednesday, and then Thursday we're gonna do the hand cam that would have been on Monday, and I'm gonna continue the mini owl blocks challenge. I'm gonna go back to the owl. We're gonna be building the owl next time. It's gonna be really cute. And then on Friday, thank you so much for everyone voting on the poll. We're gonna play the new Jackbox game, a Jackbox, the Party Pack 11. It has a a promising drawing game, but it also has a promising trivia game. I've yet to look that up properly, but I probably need to get a little look into how the games are to see if they're suitable for stream, because not all games are suitable to play on stream. Some of them you kind of need to be a little bit, you know, in the room, sneak around a bit, like, because you have to trick the other players and stuff. But I'm pretty sure there were 2 games that were at least seemed suitable for stream. So we're gonna try them out on Friday. And then Saturday, I'm gonna be working on some unfinished art. What might that be? It's winter themed, and I asked about what I've learned the words Google, capelet, and I can't remember what other what other things you taught me, but that was something I needed for that. So you guys can guess all you want what the picture might be. But yeah, that's my own little project, so you get to see me finish it. Why does it sound like you have unfinished business in the underground world of art? It's just my side like art that I want to draw myself. That isn't a challenge. That isn't a challenge or you know, genmate or other stuff. But yeah, thank you all, everybody. Thank you so much. Let's see if there's anyone to raid a bit quick, and I'ma go drink some tea, read my book, and post rerun. Ah, the side piece. I would call it the main course. Because the difference, you know, the difference when I work on my own stuff on the side and not stream is because I lock in and I get in the zone. Book? A book? Da-dum, dum, da-dum. Oh, that's funny. Oh, they're just watching it. Well, I don't know how much we're gonna get out of it because they're doing a watch along, but you know what? I'm gonna send you over to Ava, Avarithia Hawthorne from Variance Project, just like how we got raided by Leia, because they're watching the mouse company, the mouse company's Christmas Carol. So we're just going over there as a bit of a of some support, and yeah. So we are the side piece. The side piece with the cry. Yes, you are. No, just kidding. You would never be the side. You're the dessert because you're so sweet. Teehee. Let me set it up and we can just go. All right, let's see. Raid message. Okay, Vilhelm. Nice to save. It's there in the back of my head somewhere. Don't make me do howl unprompted. Hoot hoot. How do we do that? How would the parody? Let's see. Hooty Alsmus. Hoot afternoon. What am I saying? Hoot afternoon, nephew. There you go. This is the raid message. Yeah, that'll be it then. All right. Thanks so much for today. For now, we say bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye. Bye, bye-bye. Bye. See you on Monday. Yeah? See you on Monday. Cheer for Max Verstappen tomorrow. And bye 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 bye. Stay lovely, everybody. See you again real soon. Doi 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 doi. Duh. There you are, sweetheart. Sorry I'm late. I was looking everywhere for you.